Stranger Things Season 4, Chapter 2, titled VECNA'S Curse. This episode of Stranger Things is very much build-up. Where the first episode was sort of building up and setting the foundation of where these characters are in their lives, this episode is very much setting up the actual plot, what we're going to see moving forward. Before I get too deep into this video, this is going to be full of spoilers, and I already talked about the first episode, so if you happened upon this video, check that out. And also consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm going to be talking about episode 3, 4, 5, all individually. This episode, we finally, I say finally like it's not only episode 2, but this episode we see Hopper. He's in a Russian gulag. He's being tortured. He's getting beaten. He's being questioned, and it's horrible to see. Hopper is such a lovable character, loved by millions of people, and he's such a likable dude just trying his best, so it's brutal just to see him be beaten like he is, and to see him thrown in again at a gulag. It's creepy. But Hopper's Hopper. I can't wait to see how he overcomes where he is. I can't wait to see how he either escapes on his own or how he's helped to escape. Mike flies to California, and we see him now being integrated with Will and Elle's plotline. And this is one of the most disturbing, sad plot lines to see this season so far, in my opinion. Elle is just ruthlessly bullied. They're at the skate ring, and the girl, Angela, I believe her name is, just humiliates her. And Elle does end up getting revenge on her, though. She hits her in the face with a rolling skate and breaks her nose, and it's very disturbing to see. Like, part of you is like, good job, Elle, good job standing up for yourself, but part of you is like, it's just violence against another kid. It's not a pretty sight to see. And also in this episode, we see Nancy teaming up with Fred, that nerdy dude from last episode. And they go to the trailer park where Max lives, where Chrissy was killed at the end of last episode. And Nancy's doing her due diligence. She's doing what she does best, and that's detective work, journalism. But while all this is happening, Fred gets lured out to the woods, and he becomes the next target for Vecna. He starts to see visions of a car accident that he apparently was in and caused the death of another child. It's feeding off his guilt. It's feeding on what torments him and what traumatizes him. Very similar to how it was attacking Chrissy in episode 1. This seems to be Vecna's strategy, that he knows people's mental weaknesses and he taps into those. And then eventually, just like he does to Chrissy, Vecna picks up Fred and kills him, but not before telling him that he wants him to join him. And that's kind of my biggest question so far this season is, why is Vecna targeting these people specifically? Why is he killing them? Yet why is he saying he wants them to join him? Like what is this benefiting Vecna? And my prediction is, and if you watched my video for last episode, I think Vecna and the Mind Flayer are one and the same, that it's the same being, the same entity. And that, like how the Mind Flayer had people combust and form into his body to make him bigger, I feel like Vecna's form now has to sort of like suck up their essence, their soul, their fear, in a sense, to live, and to grow stronger and just be more powerful. And it's really, really disturbing. And like I said last episode, where there was very in-your-face influences of Nightmare on Elm Street, which I loved, we see it again this episode, like just the music, the creepiness, the way Vecna is haunting Fred. It's Freddy Krueger. This character is very clearly inspired by Freddy Krueger, and I like it. I'm there for it. Dustin, Steve, and Robin end up tracking down Eddie, who's hiding out, and they essentially tell Eddie that they believe him, that they don't think he's the one that killed Chrissy, and they sort of give him the rundown on what's been happening in Hawkins these past few years, the whole upside down thing. But yeah, I'm really, really liking this episode. I know a lot of marketing and a lot of advertising and in a lot of interviews and posts and news articles about season 4 that this has been one of the most expensive seasons of television ever. That $30 million per episode. However, this isn't me complaining. I don't expect each episode to be like an Avengers epic level film of production. But these first 2 episodes haven't really felt like a $30 million budget. And again, that's not me complaining. That's just something I'm noticing. And I have a feeling it's not like actually $30 million per episode. I have a feeling it's more like they took the budget, divided it by 9, the number of episodes, and just said 30 million per episode. But I have a feeling that earlier episodes are just going to have a lower budget because stakes are lower, it's just building. And then I have a feeling later episodes are going to be huge, like way more than $30 million. Also, another thing I want to point out is that when Elle hits her bully with the roller skate, she remembers the dead kids around her from Hawkins' facility, which does answer my question I had last episode, which was, does Elle remember doing this? Does she remember just massacring all these children? And it seems like she does. Either that, or when she did that, the memory is starting to come back. It's one or the other. Anyway, that's my brief thoughts on Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 2, titled VECNA'S Curse. I'm absolutely loving this season. It's really, really good so far. One of my favorite. I have a feeling just based on these 2 episodes, it's going to be my second favorite season of the show ever after season 1. I absolutely love season 1, though I am going to say it absolutely has the potential to be the best season of the show in my opinion. Anyway, what did you think about episode 2? Let me know in the comments. And again, consider subscribing if you like this video. I already talked about episode 1. I'm going to be talking about the rest of the episodes in the future, but I also talk about other TV shows, movies. I do trailer reactions, that sort of thing. So join the channel. That would be cool of you.